While Premiere Pro has text-based search, you can't see on the timeline where these words actually are, and you can only find them one at a time. And then you lose your search results as soon as you look for another word. But there's a better way. Keyword Marker pinpoints multiple keywords in your footage with permanent visible markers. Search once, mark your keywords forever. Let me quickly walk you through how Keyword Marker actually works. Once you're installed, you just find the extension under Keyword Marker. And what we need to do here is create the captions. So in the text panel, it's already been transcribed, but I don't have any captions yet. So I'm going to create some captions from the transcript. So normally this is closed by default, but if you swing this open and if you want it to be extra accurate, if you slide these two sliders all the way to the left, then what it's going to do is it's going to make much, much shorter captions, which will make it easier for Keyword Marker to find the precise location that your speech is happening, but they won't be very useful for actual captions as subtitles displayed on screen, but we can remake them anyway. So for accuracy, slide these all the way to the left and press Create Captions. As you can see, it's made all of my captions. So I could search the captions and say leadership, and there it is.
Leadership.
I could hop through them
Leadership.
like that. But then as soon as I take this away, I lose all of my results. I don't know where they are in the timeline, and I can't add markers other than one at a time. So that's not much use. But now that I've got my caption file, I can go to export to SRT. And then I'm going to load it into Keyword Marker. So now I've got the text that I'll be able to find. Let's see. Yep, that's the one. This is correct because this file matches this file. But let's say I'd accidentally chosen a different one by mistake. Then I'd get this error that says, hey, the SRT is much longer than the sequence you're working with, and the file name doesn't match. So just as a precaution, it can tell you what's wrong if anything doesn't match. Okay, now we can look for the keywords. So say I want to look for leadership. I just type leadership in there, or people, press return, or choice. Okay, and it will look for those keywords. And then every time it finds one of those keywords, it adds it to the preview so you can see the word in context, and you can jump to the time codes once it makes the markers. If you wanted to, and you need to save a preset, say for action and cut or specific words you're always looking for, say swear words, then you can create a preset and you can load the preset, and it will do the same thing. Now all I need to do is choose where I want the markers on the timeline or the markers in the clip. If I choose clip markers, I can also then choose which target track to put the markers on. Say if you've got separate audio or you want to add it to all of the tracks, you can obviously do that with all tracks. But for now, I'm just going to push timeline markers to keep things simple. So I'm going to create 13 markers, and it's made the markers. So now up in the app, I can, if I want to, select the green ones and make it jump through the markers.
The choice.
And it finds them there. Or if I'm down here, I can use the default Premiere shortcuts of Shift-M to jump through them all. So let's see how it did. Jump to the first one. Should be leadership.
Leadership has many people.
That was for people.
People at low choice. The choice to look at. The choice to leadership.
So there we go.
Leadership is.
It's finding all of my keywords. But as you can see, it's made these super short captions, which helps me find the right place in the text, but it's not great for using actual subtitles. So if you wanted to, you could then delete these, delete that track. Then you could create the captions again with the default settings, which does often work just as well. But if you wanted to be able to have highly accurate finding, especially if you've got like a lot of pauses or spaces or background noise, that can interfere with how the captions get made. So what can you use this for? Looking for Frankenbite words, looking for different takes of something, looking for brand names, looking for verse and chorus starting points in takes of music videos, anything that somebody's saying that you want to find quickly and keep tabs on, then you can add a marker to it.